Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, The Sword Coast in Peril. Tonight's episode title is A Moment's Rest. We are going to be playing yet another one of our, chapter of this wonderful campaign that I have been lucky enough to DM for these folks. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We're going to go ahead and go over to my players, but just as a heads up for everybody, we did make the sub goal this month, so next month I will be doing maybe not on the 1st, because I will not be prepared by the 1st, but by like the 12th of next month, I'm going to do a karaoke stream, so that I can, because you guys made the sub goal, so if you wouldn't mind suggesting songs for the karaoke stream in the Discord, so that's always an option. All right, we're going to go ahead and go over to the table now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Sword Coast in Peril. How is everyone doing this evening?
Good.
I'm a little tired, but I'm okay.
I'd be a whole lot better if my character weren't dying.
Speak for yourself. I love it when my characters die.
Yeah, fair.
Means,
I do enjoy the drama.
It just means Eldridge gets to make a new character.
And it means if they do come back, it's with trauma.
Exactly.
Woohoo!
It's a win-win.
So true.
Phenomenal. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and let you guys introduce yourselves and your characters. We're going to go from my side of the table over. So, Huffy, you're going to go first.
I am Miss Huffy. I'll be playing Charybdis the Shark Princess today. We use she, her pronouns, and you can find me on twitch.tv/Miss Huffy.
And patreon.com/Miss Huffy.
True.
Up next, Void.
Hi, my name is Jester Void. You can call me either or. I go by he, him, or it. Tonight I am playing. I almost said Huffy. I am not playing Miss Huffy. Tonight I am playing Rika Virakel, who is an ASMR barbarian with just a little bit of new stuff's happening. It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna love it. I chucked the microphone at Lynx.
Lynx, it is now your turn, yeah.
You can also find me on. You can also find me on Twitch at as
Beckoning Void.
Lynx out the microphone finally.
Yeah, hi, I'm Lynx. You can find me as Quarklynx wherever you socialize your medias, including here on Twitch. I am fine with any pronouns, and tonight I'll be playing Mithrin, Gale, Harry, and Michaelis, our fancy little princeling, tiefling, bladesinger wizard boy. Gale uses he, him pronouns, and I, me, digitally alter the pitch of my voice to give him his. So if you hear someone speaking in a British accent, hi, that's me. That's my little guy.
Fantastic.
British.
Not really, just pretend British, okay?
Up next is Eldritch, the actual British person.
Hi, yes. I'm Eldritch, Husaragon Queen on Twitch. I am playing Lorraine Valeth, aka Lilith. I go by she, her. She goes by I go by she, they. She goes by she, her. And she is a armor artificer fiend warlock multiclass.
And up next is Crow. Crow, if you are speaking, you are muted.
Sorry about that. My roommate just gave me crab rangoons.
Hell yeah,
Ooh.
crab
Crab
rangoons. I want crab rangoons.
The delay is very understandable.
Arrow the
I've-
class.
Crab rangoons.
Are they even that good though?
Yes.
Yes. I don't even like
That-
crab or cream
or-
cheese.
Damn.
Anyways, hi, I'm Resident Scarecrow. Please just call me Crow. Tonight I'm playing Ashton, a monk, acolyte of Cord, soon to be priest of Cord. But we'll get there later. I use he, him pronouns. Tonight I am not using my usual intro spiel because I have crab rangoon and I want to eat crab rangoon.
Phenomenal.
Go eat crab rangoon.
Alrighty. I will say, crab rangoon will get the same as pizza, whereas inspiration for everybody. But yeah,
My Reverend Goons.
no, you need to share with the DM. Eats one very loudly.
You know what? Just
Run.
what?
Oh no.
This is not an ASMR channel. Let's
No,
go
it's
back to
not.
D&D.
Okay. Who would like to give us the recap? I say looking at everyone and then Lynx.
Oh no, I need to get my coffee. Be right back. I totally wanted to.
Oh man, everyone's conveniently looking away or leaving to get
Oh.
something.
Soup.
Oh, hey,
Stirring
ooh,
the
sorry. My stove's calling me. I gotta go answer that.
My fridge is running.
I'm so dreadfully put upon. Alas, I shall have to do the recap once more.
Oh god.
Last time on Neverwinter in Peril. It is no longer just the Sword Coast in Peril. It's all of Neverwinter. No, that's backwards. It's no, it's no longer just Neverwinter. It's all of the Sword Coast.
Yeah.
Anyway, the session last time was titled Forgotten Gods and Old Monsters, in which we entered the Temple of Moloch, a archdevil deity, former Duke of Hell, you know, spooky dude who these goblins are like chilling with. Not actually, but they're like worshiping him, you know. But this building that we're in, this temple, used to be one to the Raven Queen. So, kind of messed up that they're doing that, huh? Anyway, so we entered the temple to try and find Dagna Rockseeker, who something Hallwinter was looking for. Cynthia Hallwinter was looking for. So we entered with Cynthia, and we found Dagna in prison, guarded by a couple of little goblins and one big hobgoblin, and we killed them all summarily. Saved Dagna. Read the dude's journal and correspondences and realized, oh, he doesn't seem that evil actually for people who are taking over a temple and desecrating it and all that. Weird. Anyway, his name was Grumsh.
Mm-hmm.
So Cynthia took Dagna back to Phandalin because, like, woof, been in prison for what, months?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, months.
Yeah. There were a few traps, saw traps, lightning traps, you know, the usual. And eventually we came across a clutch of old, rotten, stinky eggs, and one that seemed to be the remains of a hatched egg. Dragon eggs, specifically. And we're kind of looking in the area for a black dragon and a white dragon, and gray dragons are scary. So that's not a cause for concern at all, right? Right? It's fine. Anyway, there was a fountain of unending alcohol, so that's fun. Let's see. We had some tea with some goblins. It was really nice. Charybdis gave them the good word of court along with Ashton's help.
Ashton did the legwork, really.
Charybdis was there knocking doors, though. Charybdis was tracked in, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, so they all seemed to chill, and they also told us, hey, we're all mercenaries here. You know that guy, that hobgoblin in the prison, Grumsh? Yeah, he's our boss. He's really nice and chill and cool. And everyone looked at each other like, oh, shit. Rika decapitated that guy. Oh, great. We should not tell them that.
I, as the DM, laugh every time something like this happens.
Yeah, so to hastily correct our mistake and erase any evidence of decapitation, Gale had Leo go pick up the corpse and put it in his work pouch, which kind of sent it somewhere to where his boss is. And his boss was not quite he wasn't very happy about it. but he's Grumsh is back now. He's not dead anymore. He's alive. So thank goodness. At least it all worked out in the end. Gale just has to clean the tower floors for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you don't know who Gale's boss is, you should go watch the interlude episode, The Myth of Gale.
Yes, it's very good. Anyway. Oh. So yeah, the goblins were chill. Same with the hobgoblin. And Gale was like, hey, how much are you guys getting paid? Forget that. I'll pay you more. Go to the keep in Neverwinter and work there. And they were like, oh yeah, dope. Sure. Hell yeah. So we didn't have to fight any more goblins.
We'll just meet up with our boss in Phandalin. He can help us accept this contract.
They'll be able to. It'll be fine. I mean, he seemed chill about dying. He was like, "Oh, you gave me an honorable death before he died."
Yeah, warrior's death.
So, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, that's not gonna be a tricky social situation to navigate. Hi, I'm so sorry we killed you earlier. You want to work for us? Anyway. Okay. So we entered the final chamber of this temple. Which was great because we entered the room with a bang, literally. Lorraine thought it would be a very fun idea to roll barrels of alcohol in there to eventually light on fire. But instead of eventually lighting on fire, they lit on fire very quickly because there was a trap on the stairs that lit them on fire before they could get down the stairs. So that it exploded. In short terms. Yeah, we kind of, again, started off that fight with a bang because there was a bunch of dudes in there who were very angry that we were there. And we were supposed to clear out the place anyway because they were doing sus shit. Anyway, so it wasn't too bad at first. We kind of kicked their trash, and then something else showed up. Apparently, gray dragons are really sneaky too. So
And can use
none of us
invisibility.
noticed. Yeah, none of us noticed that there was a dragon, a whole ass dragon in the room because it was invisible. Invisible dragons. Keep your eyes out. That instantly made the fight a lot more perilous. Lots of people went down. It was great. Let's see. Perry, Gale's honed edge Pokemon familiar, got knocked
Fainted.
unconscious. Yeah. Let's see. Lorraine, I believe, also got knocked unconscious. Who else? Leo almost got knocked unconscious, and Gale got knocked unconscious, and Charybdis got knocked unconscious, and
So
then Hero
most of the heavy
managed to
hitters-
slay the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got that final smack.
The last heavy hitter surviving.
Yeah. And Rika was like, "Oh, cool. My first dragon kill, pretty much. All by myself with the party." She wasn't like that. I'm exaggerating. Anyway, but she, in Zentil Keep, it's kind of like almost a religious thing to utilize every part of the dragon that you slay.
Not almost.
So she
It
takes-
is a religious
Mhm.
thing.
It is straight up a religious thing.
It's a we
So,
worship two
yeah.
gods, and those are Avendra and
Mhm.
Muhammad.
Yeah. So to pay her respects to this now deceased, fairly young dragon, all things considered, because it hatched recently, even though they age fast, like some weird freakish Renesmee creature.
Mhm.
But yeah, so Rika's gonna take her time to collect pieces from this creature. And when we felled the gray dragon, we heard some very angry roar sounds from outside. So it has not gone unnoticed by this little creature's parents, probably. Definitely. They're gonna try and kill us. They're gonna try and kill us. It's gonna be so fine. Anyway, let's see. I don't know who all took stress from last session because so many people went down. But I believe Rika hit an affliction. Jester,
Yes, I did.
you want to tell us which one?
I didn't roll for it yet, actually.
Then why don't we
You
do
can go
that?
ahead and do that
Because
now.
that's the end of the recap.
Okay. Hi, chat. It's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. It's a 6.
Let's see what
Yeah, so-
that is.
Current situation, Gail's still unconscious, Lorraine's still unconscious, Charybdis still unconscious. Everyone else, like, half health or below.
Let's see.
Where's the
Important
chart?
links.
Panicked.
Oh no.
That tracks.
Yeah?
At the start, you cannot take reactions at the start of your turn. You must make a DC 10 Wisdom save or flee from the nearest active hostile combatant.
Well, it's a good thing, right? That you got an affliction right before a full rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Yay! Clap your hands.
So, we pan back inside the temple. We pan back inside the temple. Lorraine is down. Gale is down. Charybdis is down. Rika, you're awake. Ashton's up, and Hero is up. Let me see if Hero has any lay on hands.
I think now that the shit's really like settled in, it's just like, you ever heard of a functional panic attack?
Yes.
Yes.
It's fine. It's fine. I can panic really good while also still fixing people.
Yeah, so I think Hero's gonna go around and give 3 points of lay on hands to each person that is down. Because that seems to be within Hero's character.
With the level up supply yet, or is that not?
Yeah, you
a
can
thing
apply the
happen?
level up.
Okay. Yeah. I think in like Rika's moment of like oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, I fucked up. Panic. Panic casts Cure Wounds.
Okay, yeah, you can absolutely panic cast Cure Wounds.
It's just like the wings are very fluffed up, like aggravatedly.
Yeah.
Bonk. Don't count that 2 above there. That's rage bonus. That doesn't count. I'm not raging.
What, you mean your rage bonus
Angrily
doesn't...
heals.
I'm
No.
assuming that's for Gale, because you're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Gale, that would be 3, 4, 5, 6. You
I'm
now
at
have 7.
7 whole
Yeah.
HP.
You're now
That's
at 7
great.
HP.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so you're able to heal Gale. And fucking Leo would kind of kneel by and go, thank you, Rika. Here, Gale, drink this. And he kind of puts the cord water in your hand. It's like a little bottle of water.
Sure, fine, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll drink it.
He gets fully healed, for one, and all of his spell slots back.
Oh, it's a miracle. Oh, it's divine intervention,
It literally
literally.
is.
I think
Leo's gonna then go around and give Lorraine and Charybdis health potions, 2 each.
oh, hi, can I help you?
He just kind of goes, "Do you need healing?"
No, I'm fine.
Okay,
She said not fine.
definitely
fact-
not fine.
She's just sitting on the stairs trying to put all of her focus into not panicking right now.
How many health potions do you have, Leo?
He's got a lot.
Oh, if you need some, I also have like 20 of them. I
Water
have
skin of
Also-
cord
14.
water. Oh, he has 2 uses of that. Of the water skin of cord water.
He has 2 full water skins
Oh.
for 3
Then-
uses each.
Yeah, so he'll give one to Gale, 1 to Lorraine, 1 to Charybdis out of the first one. So you guys all get full health and full like spell slots and shit back as if you took a long rest.
Great.
Appreciate it, man.
Also, don't forget to update your stress cap because that goes up when your level goes up.
Yep.
Does it?
Yes.
Yeah.
How?
We
Level
can
plus,
talk about.
yeah. It's
Someone's gonna have to put that in the messages. I can do that later.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
But
about it.
also, hey, Jester.
Yeah. Oh.
Does that 11 get me anything?
She is hard on her sleeves. I think you know her well enough to know.
Mm-hmm.
She's staring at nothing. Her hands are shaking, and her wings are like, starting to wrap themselves around, her.
Well, instead of her wings being the only thing wrapping around her, she now has some arms.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She's having a moment. It's not good. It's bedtime. Sorry, go ahead, Diab.
Gale, what's your passive perception?
Let's see. It is 10.
Rico, what's your passive perception?
My passive. Good question. I'm not stalling, so 15.
So you see, out of the corner of your eye, Leo kind of standing there with like one of the tattoos on his right arm lit up, and seemingly trying to get Gale's attention, but he gets yours instead, and he goes, "Do you want me to calm emotions, you? It helps." So I stop his panic attacks.
Could do Cordian therapy.
I think she'll think about it and just nod.
He'll just place his hand on your shoulder and cast calm emotions.
Hand on face. Face explode.
Yeah, for a second, Gale, it looks like Leo's reaching to face explode Rika. And hand on shoulder, calm emotions. Because all you
Gale
see reaching
doesn't-
past your face is the fucking hand.
Yeah, Gale doesn't assume Leo's gonna harm Rika or anything, but like for a split second, there's that ping in the back of his head, like, oh no, that's what he does when he's gonna murder people, and then Gale's like, no, that's stupid. Don't be stupid.
I think she just like rests her head on your shoulder. And you feel like Gale, do you look at her little face, her little?
Absolutely, yeah. He's gonna lean down. He's gonna give her a little forehead smooch and like rub her shoulder and be like,
So are you feeling better?
You look down her face. There's a little bit of crying happening, just a little bit. But she's fine. She's good. She's never been better. And she clears her throat. I'm fine. I saw you die, and then I really worried, and I couldn't get over there, and I was trying to. I thought you died. She says, looking over at you. No.
Well, I didn't. And even if I did, that's the natural cycle of things, isn't it?
She squints.
It's
At
maybe
you.
not the best time, Mithrin Gale.
No, yes. Tact, yes. You slayed a dragon. That's impressive.
I did, yeah. Oh, I was gonna. Oh,
That
I
means
think
you get
she's
to
like.
go home as eventually as a dragon slayer.
She nods.
Precisely.
I think she like wipes the tears off her face. Yeah, I do. You're so right. I should start working on that. Actually. I'm glad you're okay. Do you need anything? Are you good? And she like starts looking and like pushing past her own problems and like spreading over you for a second.
Gale looks perfectly fine. Like, he looks better than he did before you came into this temple.
Okay.
Because y'all did
She'll give
combat before you got here.
Yeah, she'll give you a pat on the shoulder, kiss on the forehead. I'm glad you're okay. I really really do have to start dissecting that dragon before it starts getting gross.
Of course.
You
need any help or anything?
I mean, if you want to, you can. It's just, and then she'll start info dumping on you as she's like starting to get up and head over.
okay, so this is the info dump corner now for a bit.
Gale, you see Leo kind of head away from the party. He appears to be going toward the other staircase, and then you see him get out like a small kit to smelt molten gold.
Oh, okay. All right. I think he would turn to Rika for a second and be
Yeah.
like,
Actually, could I take a range check briefly? I'm sure others
You're
would be willing to
fine.
help you, but I need to.
Mithrangale,
No,
go.
Go. Yeah.
I can
go,
help magically. It's better and more
Yeah. Go
effective.
do. Yeah. Go do what you need to do. I'm gonna go get lost in dragon stuff.
Leo just kind of goes,
Yeah,
Mithrangale, go help Rika. I have this. If I need help, Charybdis can also help me.
At this point, you'll be more gold than porcelain. But
Okay?
you insist.
It's... I believe.
I can
the
repair
stream
him,
went
you know.
down. Yep, stream's down
Oh,
again.
shit.
oh
It's okay.
Oh,
It'll
no.
It happens. I can't fix it right now because I have to close OBS to do so. But can't do that in the middle of a recording. But yeah, so he kind of goes, if I need help, Charybdis can help me as well. So you go spend some time with Rika.
All right, as you say.
He just kind of goes, Charybdis, are you busy?
Certainly not.
Don't help me. Hey, Charybdis, please help me.
Yeah, because
Please.
Leo's fucked up. He almost went down back.
She'll
I just
she'll
want
essentially
your
conjure
lunch.
her tools.
Yeah. And he just kind of goes, I bought some porcelain that we can melt and put over my scars as well. That way, it doesn't. It'll look more like marbling rather than the gold.
Sounds good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And then he will start to slowly repair hit points because that's how he naturally does heals.
Yeah.
Is by repairing himself.
Firing up some ceramic clay, carving out the details with her little fancy special alchemy type tools.
Yeah. But yeah, you were able to get him all fixed up. And then yeah, you guys can, if you would like, exit the temple. Is anyone else
Yeah.
looting anything else besides just dragon scales?
Well, everything from dragon, but yeah.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm
you
gonna
have
make
to
a
roll
quick
for that?
ping. No. If you're carving the whole dragon, you're fine.
Cool.
Gale's not proud anymore. You could probably take that off of him.
Oh, yeah, for gore.
Unless he crawled over there.
Yeah. Prince on his hands and knees.
In a gross dungeon.
Floor covered in blood.
I'm sorry, what is our ceramic friend's name again? I completely
Leonidas
Leo.
Tavish. Leo.
Leo. Okay, excellent.
Ouch.
But yeah,
I have something I want to do.
uh-huh.
These 3 hobgoblins, because I physically wasn't present for the session, we killed all 3 of them.
Yeah, you beat them. You beat at least one of them to death.
How rude were they during the fight?
They didn't really get much of a chance to speak, but they did, desecrate a temple to the Raven Queen and help raise a gray dragon, which are chaotic evil creatures.
They also tried to kill a lot of us, you
Yeah,
know? That's kind of generally
almost
bad.
did kill a couple of you.
Yeah.
Lightning
Nearly
bolted
killed Gale and Lorraine.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't cast ceremony to give them funeral rites.
No.
These bitches
No,
don't
they
deserve it.
But yeah,
He will do them the mild courtesy of at least, closing their eyes.
yeah, exactly. Let me shift something really quickly on the screen.
Did I heal all of my stress from the cord water, by the way?
Yes, you
Also,
did,
did
because that's how that
Everyone
works.
else. Who had cord
everyone
water.
else who had cord
Charybdis.
water. Also, welcome to listening in, Abby. If you want to interject anything, and because I know you're having a hard time speaking, you can put in the TTS if you want the stream to hear it. If not, you're more than welcome to just type in the Discord.
I'm sure any of us would be happy to orate any interjections.
Yeah. But yeah. So, you guys are able to, and if you would like, you can loot the corpses. They are wearing like half plate armor. They have
Hell yeah.
they have shields and scimitars, and a holy symbol around their necks. This holy symbol is a single hand with a mouth in the center of the hand. This is the holy symbol to the old goblin god Bane. Not Bane as in the Dead 3, but the Bane that came before him.
Oh, interesting.
The Bane that was the Beta Bane.
Let's see if I have this correctly. The god of oppression, terror, and hatred.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm. Cool. They got anything else on them?
They have 50 electrum pieces each.
Cool.
It's 5
many is
electrum
that
to a
on?
gold, by the way, for conversion. rate.
Okay. Who killed them? That's the who should get these. Dragon killed one of them.
Yeah, I was about to say the dragon killed one of them.
Rika gets the dragon's horde.
Rika gets the dragon's part. Well, actually, technically, Hero killed the dragon, so I guess Hero gets the dragon's part.
Yeah, exactly. Hero got the final blow on the dragon, so Hero gets the dragon parts.
I think.
Oh, what?
Gets the dragon's
think-
gold. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because Leo got one of them down to 1 hit point.
Yep. Well, there are 50 pieces of electrum here per hobgoblin. So there's 150 electrum.
That's enough for 30 electrum each.
Sure. You know what? That
I'm down for
seems
that.
so much easier. Let's just do that. Everybody gets 30.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Leo doesn't need to get paid because he just uses your money.
Well,
Yeah.
fancy
He
that.
gets paid. He gets salary.
Yeah.
Fancy that. They make coins that are smaller than gold.
Ashton is just staring at Charybdis because, like, I think Ashton is the only one here who survived off of 2 copper a month.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Charybdis. This one's called a silver piece. It's even smaller than Electrum.
I see.
I don't have any copper on me, or I'd show you those too.
Leo pulls out 3 copper pieces. This is a
Ah,
copper.
there we go, perfect.
This is the
What would
smallest.
you use copper to buy?
Ale. That's what I'm gonna.
Daily
use.
provisions.
Yeah.
Ale is free, and she'll bat her jug.
At a bar, usually
Ah,
I don't have a person with a jug of infinite alcohol. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's barrels of dwarven ale. He like stands up and like staggers toward that room. He's a
Wait,
very,
okay.
very tired man wants to get.
Here goes
very
with him
drunk.
with his bag of holding.
Sure, I'll come with. I do have some that's brewing.
Mm,
Maybe this will give me some ingredients or something.
Yep.
Yes, extra hands that are not full of cracks and damage to heft barrels would be very helpful.
I'm fine. I'm just
Sure.
eepy.
No, no. Darling, no, you're not fine. All right. Come on, let's walk slowly.
But yeah,
Let's get
you
back.
guys can make your way out of the temple. You can make your way out of the temple. and back to. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for travel because of how badly you got your asses beat.
Uh-huh.
You guys are just
It's
back in
almost like
Phandalin.
someone did that to us.
Almost. So you guys are just back in Phandalin now. It took the temple of Moloch was not far from Phandalin proper, so you guys can get to Phandalin rather easily. It's less than a couple hours journey, so you are able to arrive in Phandalin.
Probably.
Hello?
Hello.
I think
She'll come
the
back.
word she was going to use was proper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Makes sense.
she might have fallen into the lag abyss.
Hello.
Oh,
Can
She'll
you
come
hear
back.
me?
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome.
What did I miss?
You ended at prop, which you couldn't tell if it was properly or probably.
I think it was town proper.
Yeah, town
Mhm.
proper. Yeah. You'll arrive in town proper at about 3 hours from where you were. So it's not hard to get here from the temple of Moloch, which most people didn't know existed. So you're able to enter the town and head back toward what was the name of the inn? Back toward the Stonehill Inn. To meet back up with Dagna Rockseeker, Cynthia Hallwinter, and the two goblins. Who remembers the goblins' names?
Ooh, they're in my notes.
I was gonna say, I feel like someone wrote that down. I remember that.
I did.
They
I
rhyme.
wrote down their names.
Right,
They're in here
that's what I
somewhere.
remember as well.
No, Bluskins wear their
Uh-huh.
hack and knack.
Yeah, Hack and Knack. Those are the goblins' names. And then Grumsh, who is also here.
Oh,
Uh,
fun.
So,
Yeah, that's probably gonna be Gail's job.
Yep. So as you guys, I'm assuming you go straight for the inn immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you enter the inn, you see sitting at a table with Cynthia and Dagna are Grumsh, Hack, and Knack.
Of course.
They're kind of discussing. What happened, and kind of how things, and how things kind of went down. And Hack and Knack are like, they really killed you? Damn, they did a good job bringing you back.
Is that at the point which Gail can approach?
Yeah, this is when you guys can start hearing what's going on.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Gail's gonna look to everyone and be like,
You all can go on to rest, and I can. I'm the one who hired the goblins, at least, so I can handle the discussion of what went down if you all wish to rest.
Hey, just a quick question to the DM. Grumsh is Grumsh the hobgoblin?
Yeah, that's the
Uh-huh.
hobgoblin that you murdered.
Yeah, who wanted a warrior's death and now we
Yeah.
took that from him?
Well, no, you
Uh-huh.
didn't take that from him. So you gave him a warrior's
He did.
death.
Yeah.
He had to agree to be resurrected.
Yeah.
That's how
Okay.
that spell works. You have to agree to be resurrected.
And you have to have already been dead.
Yes.
He was also a worshiper of Cord and had like a one-on-one duel with Ashton before everyone else showed up and
Yep.
kicked his ass and took his head.
Yeah, Ashton would kind of lag a little bit behind Gale. Mostly because after Gale is done talking to Grumsh, Ashton wants to talk to Grumsh.
Gail would indicate that he could come along. He doesn't want to do this conversation alone.
I can come along. I think I also have some questions for your goblin friends.
I think Rika will give the guy she beheaded a wave and then go lay down.
He gives you a nod and the Cordian salute, which is hand over the fist over the heart, and then like a bow.
Yeah.
Ashton returns the bow.
If
It's
it
not
isn't
the
if it isn't the people who were able to defeat me, it
Yes,
is
my
good
most-
to see you all.
Sincere apologies for that misunderstanding.
Why do you apologize? It was a duel of honor with your party. I was just outnumbered. I underestimated the amount of you. It is
If you see it
glorious
that way,
to
then
die in
what?
battle.
Oh, then you have my respect then for such a for holding your own so long.
I thank you for the flattery, but honestly, it was a miscalculation on my part. I had not the forces to defeat you and should have surrendered.
Surrender would have been the less bloody option, but I'm glad to see you whole and well once more.
I am glad to be whole and well once more. It is my job to protect these, and he'll gesture to the two goblins.
Yes, I've offered a job to both of them if you'd like to participate as
I
well.
did see the contract. And you see him take out like a pair of like he pulls off out a pince nez, and he. So, these terms, payment,
Yes.
obviously, any benefits, medical,
Of course.
etc.
Yes.
What kind?
Well, the standard kind in Melvant, at least. I don't know about elsewhere, but yes, you get health and time off and leave, paternity, maternity, whatever you like.
Vision care.
There's also, yes, and annual vacation.
Good. All right, Knack, sign the contract. And you see him sign with like a large feathery quill pen. He hands it back to you. All right, we accept. We will ride for your keep in
Excellent,
the
all right.
morning.
Wonderful. So glad to hear it.
Is there anything you need of us while we are still in the city, though? The mayor had asked us to
Well-
repair the wall.
If you would like to participate in efforts to help the town get help the town recover from all of the cult nonsense and the dragon stuff and all the attacks that have been going on and all the misfortune that they've experienced, then I believe that would be within your contract.
Fantastic. Your friend here, and he'll gesture to Cynthia, was just telling us about the fact that the Red Brand Goliath herd had been working with the Black Spider as well. They had kidnapped three people and killed another from the town.
Oh, it is not something I'd heard.
Yeah, and Cynthia goes, we were tracking them on our way here before, but we had not known that they had kidnapped people until we got here. After you saved
I
us.
believe we shall need to hear more about this.
And Gale looks to the others with him. I was like, kidnapping? That seems bad.
Oh yeah, serpent.
And also
that was
his
the,
news.
It was the black serpent. Sorry, I misspoke. Yes.
So the Black Serpent and the Red Brands have been kidnapping and killing people.
Yeah. Well, the Red Brands have been kidnapping and killing people. They work for the Black Serpent.
Okay.
Ashton had approached everyone with like his usual smile, but now his face is dead calm. No smile, no anger, nothing.
And then there is the issues with the Shrine of Luck that we were able to dig up. But likely you should speak with Sister Michelle more about it. But she was injured while looking for 2 children that went missing within the area of the crypt of 1 second. Let me get the name. Lady Cromwell, Agatha Cromwell.
Missing children, missing peoples, missing persons of all sorts. This is deeply concerning.
The 3
I'd
that
be
were
willing to
kidnapped by the
contribute.
Red Brands were adults. I believe the children would be a more pressing matter, in my opinion. And this is Grumps talking.
Of course, missing children is much more of a problem due to a variety of circumstances and considerations, both arcane and social.
Gil looks thoughtful. He's considering the options, the information. He's thinking. He's doing his wizard shit, you know?
Yeah. What about the others? How are you guys feeling with all of this?
I'd be personally inclined to work on the repairs in the town, especially the temple. I've got some other plans for some repairs, and I'd be willing to hire your goblin friends. Although I may need more, depending on how long this project ends up needing to go.
Well, we are the Order of the Broken Dawn, not just goblins. You have hired on our guild, not just us three. And there are quite a few of us in town.
Excellent, then.
And he'll whistle, and you guys see, like, 10 people stand up. And they're wearing tabards with this, hold on, I'll get you a picture of the Order of the Broken Dawn symbol. And with this symbol on their tabards, and they kind of stand up and go, "These are our people." And it's like, you see, like, there's a couple of wizard, like, mages. There's a couple of people that are very clearly, like, cutthroat style, like, either rogue or ranger types. And then you see very beefy, burly, like, barbarians that are kind of in the back. One of which, from what you can tell, his head almost touches the ceiling. This is a half-giant. Not a Goliath, like a straight-up half-giant.
Excellent.
It seems you'll have all the help you need.
Sounds good to me. I've got, I can have schematics and plans drawn up.
There's no need to hire them from me. I'm already paying them. You just put them under your command.
The way we see it, your entire group hired us.
Precisely.
I'll at least be funding raw materials if they are necessary. I intend to recycle as much as is possible, I should say.
There are a few buildings in town that have been semi-demolished, so we can use materials from them, and whatever materials we do need, we do have a storehouse that we rent in the town.
Excellent.
But yes, we can meet you in the morning. We have a small guild house here in Phandalin, so we just like to drink here. You know, support local business and all that. So, we will leave you for the time being for your rest. You all look like you need it.
Of course. Thank you for the consideration. Yes, it was quite the ordeal cleaning out that temple.
Yes, I am sorry that it ended up that we were at odds.
Well, in some ways, it is fortunate because we were able to hire you on.
Exactly, and he'll like give the Cordian bow and gesture a hand, and the entirety of the order clears out of the bar.
Suddenly gets a lot quieter.
Yeah. And Cynthia's sitting there drinking, and she's just like, I don't know how you folks did that, but that order is one of few in the Sword Coast that is as reputable as the Harpers.
Well, it certainly helps when you have the financial backing of a kingdom.
I suppose so.
But that's enough of that. That matter is settled now. I do not believe we have spoken yet at length about your goals here.
And she'll kind of take a deep
You may have
breath
told others,
and
but
sigh and go, well, there are a few things. Have a seat. And she'll kind of gesture, and there at the table. This table is large, like it's large enough for all of you to sit down.
Yeah,
and she is speaking to all of you. Yeah. Like, have a seat.
I think some of them have gone to bed already, but anyone who's still here is, yeah. Whoever's still here can take a little sit. Little seat.
Hey, Papa Squat.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody, Cynthia just kind of goes, so, the Serpents 2, as they call themselves, stupid name in my opinion. I would have called them the Twin Serpents, but they apparently, according to what goblins we were able to capture and interview, they felt that that would be weird because they're husband and wife and not related, which, fair. She'll take a sip of her ale. But these two dragons, the Black Serpent and White Serpent, have been convincing goblins, Goliath, and hobgoblins to work for them and keep them safe while they did some ritual of some kind to make it where their brood does not die upon birth. And as you saw, one of them survived. We believe they kidnapped a baby dragon to try and sap its life force to do the same thing. So.
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Summarily put, yes.
There have been a few local adventurers who said that they were attacked by 3 red brands and some creature that they couldn't see very well in the darkness. They were humans, so once their torches were out, they couldn't see much of anything.
Naturally.
This creature was very much larger than them, and it was carrying an egg, from what they could see.
Another? Was this
Yes.
recent?
This was when myself and Dagna got back.
So, mere hours ago, then.
Yes.
That is extraordinarily concerning.
But if you saw Dagna was able to get toward the area with the clutch, there could not have been more than one of those eggs that was successful. So this had to be a different dragon's egg.
It is concerning that they're going around taking from other dragons. That will cause strife amongst them and will
Yeah.
inevitably lead to difficulties for everyone who lives around them.
Speaking of, have there been any reports of other dragons causing disturbances?
Not disturbances, but there was sighting of a silver dragon over the hill. At that, Gale, you see walking in very angry
Oh,
one of
no.
your companions.
Yeah, Gail gets up.
Solana, how has maternity leave been treating you?
They stole my
You seem
egg,
ill at ease.
Gale.
Okay, all right, yes. It seems that they're doing that a lot. And I believe you're talking about the black and white dragons, yes?
There's a group of Goliath and a hill giant.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I want you to take them alive if you can.
I take it you already know where they are.
No, they call it the Old Owl Well. It's a ruin outside of the city.
Of course, we will do our utmost to do whatever we can.
You rest. I'm going to go scout it out. I will meet you back here in a week. Do not act until I
Of course.
ask you
As you say.
to. As she lets out a sigh and fucking it's just ice.
Oh, Gail will I don't know. He's gonna try and physically reassure her somehow, at least a little bit.
Yeah, you can give her a hug.
like-
She's not gonna stop you.
Yeah, you know what? He's gonna give her a hug.
She'll lean into you and go, When you bring them to me, Gale, or if you're able to knock them unconscious, I'm going to eat them. I'm going to turn them
Naturally.
into a meal.
You can do whatever you like with them once we return.
They're going to be ice sculptures in my lair until I decide that they are food.
Of course. It is your nature and right, I suppose. Don't worry, we'll get them for you.
Thank you. And she gently backs up. It's very clear she's angry, but she's reassured now.
In the unlikely incident that you run into trouble down there while you're scouting, you can borrow my cloak, and by the time you return, you can return it. And
She'll smile at you and go, "Dear Charybdis, I'm not scouting in this form. I'm going in my draconic form."
it's a magical cloak. It'll resize.
That's fair, but I want them to see me. I want them to
Oh,
know
it's
that
not going to
there
hide
is
you. It's a displacer cloak. It'll change your location so that when they attack you, you'll be slightly different from where they think you are.
That's great. Yes, no, please, let me have that. And she'll
take it off, and
put it
turns out
on.
she's actually 2 inches to the left.
Yeah.
She'll head off the displacer cloak.
Yeah, she'll take it, she'll put it on, and there's this devious smile of, oh, I can kill so many things with this on.
Alright, dude, you know what? Engage in some stress relief, why don't you?
That's the idea, yes. And you said there were other dragons? Mithrin
Yes. I believe that they are the root cause of disappearances of a wide variety in the area.
Really?
Yes. We shall be taking care of it most likely, but first we are trying to gather information.
I could aid you.
If you would like, yes.
Which one would
that
you
would be
like
most
me to aid
appreciated.
you with? If there are two of them, I would aid you with one.
I believe I shall need to have more information before I let you know.
As you wish. Oh, I'm going to
But thank
enjoy this.
Yes.
Pat on the back and sending her off.
Yeah, as she leaves, you guys can hear heavy beating of dragon wings and the screams of townspeople because they think they're being attacked by a dragon.
Hey, Gail kind of just sighs and returns to the table.
Cynthia
Apologies for the interruption.
Cynthia kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Was that a polymorphed dragon?"
Yes.
No. Wow.
Well, former Dragon Knight of Cormier. I suppose you're probably used to that sort of thing. To some extent.
Just not them being so friendly.
She's very sweet, actually. And ruthless.
Yeah, I heard that.
Mm-hmm. So I do not believe we will need to worry too much about any more dragon complications like that, likely. We shall at least have the information we need to take care of the issue.
Mm-hmm. You folks need to rest, though. Like she said, take the week. You look like you need it. Myself and the Order of the Broken Dawn can keep the town safe until you guys are in ship shape.
Of course, and I mean, we shall not just be resting. I intend to try and gather as much information as possible so that we can proceed tactically.
Yes. As important as it is to take
At which point,
care
any
of-
efforts you would like to put forth to aid in the gathering of information, that would be
Yes.
helpful.
What I was going to say is, as important as it is to deal with the black and white serpents, it is prudent that we... Oh, fuck. One moment, folks. My internet seems to have died, so for the recording, that is what's happening.
I don't remember where
Okay,
I got.
well,
Did I get cut off?
yeah, I don't... I think I was speaking after you had finished, and she kind of goes, well, as I think it is prudent, uh, though the white and black serpents are, mm, they are going to be a difficult task. It is prudent to save the townsfolk that are missing first.
Most assuredly.
What I would suggest is speaking with the Sister Michelle at the Shrine of Luck, and then the you can ask. I guess there's people over at the Lion Shield that may be able to tell you about the people at the Red Brand kind of kidnapped.
Of course. Thank you for the pointing in the right direction, I suppose.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
No problem. I too need to rest, so I'm going to go get some. You folks have a wonderful night, and she'll pat the thing, and her and Dagno will kind of go up to their room and leave you guys to talk amongst yourselves.
Cool. So who's still down here? Gale and
The-
Charybdis are.
Lorraine is.
Cool. Great.
Ashton as well. He's no longer smiling, and he's sort of just, he's been listening.
Mhm.
He's upset.
All right. I believe we should give ourselves a week or so. Shall we divide and conquer information sourcing?
What sort of information are we looking for exactly?
Well, talking to Sister Michelle at the Shrine of Luck and people at the Line Shield Cluster, as Cynthia said. Let's see. I believe there were a couple of other things. Oh, I'll be interfacing with Solana, obviously, about the Goliaths and such. It's all very complicated. There's still the old temple of McGlubiet as well.
That's true.
There's a lot that needs to be done, and we still don't have a lot of information about the black serpent and the white dragon themselves either.
What sort of information do you think would be good for them?
Well, locations might be one thing. We know where the Pragnal Castle is, but that's not where the serpent is most likely to be hiding. Doesn't seem particularly suited to the typical preferences of black dragons, as far as I'm aware.
You do know where the white dragon is. You do know where that is.
Yes, we do.
Because Hero had a vision about it.
That's true. Black dragons prefer swamps and stuff, from what I understand. And since this is apparently some sort of breeding pair, there is either an environmental overlap, or the black dragon is in a completely different environment than it normally would be vibing with.
Precisely. In general, we lack a lot of information right now. We have snippets, hints, leading us towards several different directions, and we need to discern which ones are most prescient. Although I do believe following up with the Lion Shield cluster about the Red Brands and Sister Michelle should be our priorities to save those amongst the townsfolk.
I suspect I'll be seeing the Sister Michelle in the repairs.
Yes, most likely.
What should I be asking exactly?
Well, she was looking for 2 children that were missing near the crypt of Lady Cromwell, so...
And she was
Perhaps.
seen re-entering the temple, the shrine, injured as hell. Like, she looked like she went through hell coming back.
So perhaps asking her what injured her might be a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Suppose the rest of you just try and find what information you can, or do whatever else you'd like to prepare, because in a week we shall have to take action, if not sooner.
Absolutely.
All right. How about we try to reconvene nightly so that we can keep each other up to speed about what we learn,
Nightly sounds good to me.
and we can all share dinner.
Agreed.
Dinner as a group sounds nice.
Speaking of which, I do believe it is about that time, although Reek and Lane have already gone upstairs. I'll just bring them up something in a moment. Until then, why don't we all get something to eat?
Agreed.
The inn does smell very, very highly of what you are surprised to find breakfast food.
Hell yeah.
It is. You can actually see a small like there's a like a chalkboard sign that says breakfast night on it and has like prices for stuff. And there's an omelet bar where they make fresh omelets. You just put the ingredients on a little tray and take it over to the chef, and he makes it in front of you. And they've got like somebody doing the same thing but for pancakes. And you know, you can do whatever. Well, the pancake thing, they have pancakes, waffles, and French toast. So it depends on what
Oh,
you
hell
want.
yeah.
It's a continental breakfast, but in the middle of the night. And there's a
Yeah.
bar with like juice and wine because it's the middle of the night, and you know, soda because it's canon in the Forgotten Realms. Thank you, Ed Greenwood.
Yes, there's never been a sadness that can't be cured by breakfast food. That's so true.
It is exactly
Oh.
exactly the case.
If I weren't already down to 0 on stress, I'd be healing some just from good breakfast food. No.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, after a long day of getting your asses kicked, you come back to breakfast night.
Worth
Breakfast
it.
night is fun. Breakfast night is nice. It's comforting.
Yeah, exactly.
Breakfast night,
It's that
10
and,
out of
like,
10.
It's that and soup and sandwich night. It's a nice tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Hmm.
Oh, I love tomato soup.
Yeah, kill me anytime for a solid French toast.
Yeah. I fucking love French toast.
But yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm assuming all of you get the French toast.
Gail's gonna get some of everything, and then the favorites of Rika and Leah to bring up to them eventually.
Leo is down here, and he is piling his
Oh.
plate. He's got like 2 whole omelets, a stack of
Do they have-
pancakes that's like bigger than his head.
Breakfast sausage?
Oh yeah, breakfast
I think-
sausage, bacon, any meat you would consume for breakfast is there.
Crib just loves the breakfast sausage in particular.
Okay. You were saying, Rika?
I think if it's what Rika would, Rika is just, it's an omelet, but with every single meat option that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
It's
about
like
right.
it's like almost more meat than omelet.
Oh, they'll put
But not
more
quite.
eggs in there so that it has equal parts eggs and meat.
Omelet the size of an ostrich egg.
Yeah,
It's so much food.
axe beak eggs.
Hell yeah.
That's what they use here is axe beak eggs because they raise axe beaks in Phandalin.
They have a big breakfast.
Yep.
I think Ashton would also have French toast, but loaded up with breakfast sausage.
Everybody's making getting French toast today.
Everybody's getting French toast today.
Turns out Ashton and Crib just are having the exact same meal.
See, Ashton's eating his like sandwiches because he is
Yeah.
not using syrup.
That's how I imagined it too.
Oh no! Same brain cell.
Everybody's passing around the communal brain cell tonight.
Honestly, this party in particular kind of only has the one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's the communal brain
And
cell
Gale
and you all
Horton
share
also.
it.
I keep it most of the time.
But yeah.
Designated brain cell.
So for your full 7-day rest, I'm gonna go down the table and ask each of you what you would do. Starting with Ashton, because I'm doing it. In the Discord order, so not exactly on the table order that's on the screen.
Ashton is he's for the most part praying to Cord because his friends just got hurt. Ashton knows he can take care of himself, but now he wants to take care of his friends too.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. You pray to Cord. What do you think you say in your prayer to Cord, to the Stormlord himself?
Honestly, it's probably. Oh, sorry. I'm also doing homework whilst.
You're okay. That's kind of just been the norm lately.
Sorry.
You're okay.
Ashton. The main vibes of what he's saying are, thank you for keeping me alive this long.
Uh-huh.
I don't mean to get greedy, but would you please lend me the power of the storm so I may keep my friends alive and well?
So you get a response. As you are praying, you hear the Stormlord's voice. Now, the last time you heard the Stormlord's voice, you got your ass beat. For like 7 days straight. You got your utter ass beat. And Cord will ask, where do you find the power to protect others?
Okay, so there are two answers that Ashton has for this.
Okay.
The two answers he has are through the bonds he's forged with others,
Mm-hmm.
and through his own will to persevere.
As you are in the Temple of Cord, as you ask this, there's a small one in Phandalin, and as you ask, as you give your response to the Stormlord, the wall of the temple opens, and you see a very familiar set of stairs.
His heart is. It's not beating fast, but it's beating hard. He's anticipating another fight, but he's heading down those stairs.
He hears from the Stormlord, "Come, child, come receive your lessons." And you can spend the entirety of your long rest once again getting your ass handed to you by the Stormlord himself, and at the end of it, you come out as a cleric to Cord.
I'm laughing because, yeah, he's getting his ass beat for 7 days straight.
But at the end of it, you look fucking much stronger.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
You were gonna say, Gale?
Oh, I just said nice.
Oh, okay. Continue, Ashton.
He's definitely gonna be bruised and dinged up and a little sore, but he's also going to absolutely keep going with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is what you had said. You had decided you wanted to do for your full rest was multi-class into cleric for one, and just train with the Stormlord. And the way you're training with the Stormlord, you can increase your wisdom by 1.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you spent your entire full rest, no small tasks, just focused on your training, and increase wisdom by 1 in order, max 20. But yeah, that's what you can do. Next up, Charybdis. What would you like to do?
Hello. So I would like to hire a team to work on the repairs of the Luck Temple, the Luck Shrine.
Yeah, the Order of the Broken Dawn will help you to do that. They, the half giant will kind of volunteer. You notice kind of he is standing at a full 13 feet tall, and his skin has like a blue tinge to it. And over the like next few hours and days that you are repairing the temple, you come to find out that he is half frost giant.
That checks out.
And yeah, you were able to get the temple repaired, and it looks pristine. And you were able to use the buildings that were kind of rubble to repair it and make it look beautiful again.
Do we ever find the lady?
Yeah, she's within the shrine. She's
How's she doing?
she looks kind of fucked up. She looks like she got her ass kicked. And she
Well,
looks
good thing I
pale
brought a
and
bunch of potions
sickly.
with me.
She looks pale and sickly.
Oh. Well, the sickly parts I can't help with quite as much, but I do have potions for healing, and she'll kind of like approach. She's not good at tact or really making someone seem calm when she approaches, so she just kind of like approaches very frankly, with like a potion out.
Yeah, she's sitting there and she's kind of going through like it's almost like a Bible, but it's the tenets of the goddess of luck. 1 second now. I gotta find what her name is. The name of the goddess of luck. I think it starts with an A. Yeah, Avendra, goddess of change, luck, and patron of halflings. Hey, it's Rika's godma.
Hey there. You alright?
She smiles and goes, I am worn out, but I am fine.
She'll kind of like sit next to her, set the potion like at her side, not really telling her one way or another what what it does, but it's very clearly like just a base health potion from a store. You get roughed up out there?
I did. My strength was drained from me. I am taking the time to restore it. Fortunately, the Lady of Luck was on my side. And I was lucky enough to get out of the predicament I was in alive.
May I ask what happened?
2 children have gone missing from the town. Joseph and Ezra. They are the last of the Cromwell family. They were orphaned when the Red Brand attacked the town. And they went to see the crypt and didn't return. And when they didn't return, I went to investigate. And the investigation went poorly. There were undead within the temple, and I was unable to fend all of them off by myself. I figured going by myself should be fine. There've never been incidents at that crypt before. So, if there were minor threats, I could take them. I lost my mace and my shield in the temple, so I will have to replace those. But it seems that it is not within my power to save the boys.
Not alone, at least, and she'll put she'll do her best to be reassuring. Put a hand on her shoulder. You have my aid, whether it's clear how I can offer that or not.
Are you strong enough to defeat shadows? undead that can sap
Like,
the strength of
do I
people.
know the light spell?
No, they are an undead that can sap.
I don't know the light spell, if that's what you mean.
No. They are defeatable by.
I can see in the dark.
They are resistant to mundane weaponry, but if you have anything of the more magical persuasion.
Again.
Hello? Can you hear me? Fuck my internet. I'm really sorry for this, folks. She kind of goes, the if you have weapons of the more magical persuasion, you can defeat them. They are incorporeal most of the time, but can be corporeal and defeatable. Charybdis, you fought shadows before.
I have.
Yeah, in the temple of, in the crypt of Nasher Elegandar, when y'all went into the room with the
Those
coin
fucking
mimics.
things?
Yeah.
The ghouls and zombies that...
No, the shadows when you went into the room with the coin mimics.
In the treasure room?
Yeah.
Someone remind me, what was that about?
We were going to be taking a rest at some point, and then someone opened the chest, and a trap was sprung, and a bunch of shadows, like sentient shadows, erupted from spooky places and tried to kill us all. And then Leo and Rika kind of obliterated them all.
Lovely. Stabbable?
Mhm.
Yes, when corporeal.
Okay. You said magical weapons. Does that make them corporeal?
No, but there is a way to attack them when they are incorporeal if you have cold iron.
Don't believe I do. I have mithril.
They often become corporeal to attack. They have to be
That makes sense.
corporeal when they attack you.
That makes sense. Then I could offer my assistance.
I would appreciate it.
I've also got a team working on rebuilding this place and a couple other locations if they are not busy by the time that we come around to it. And not to sound not hurried, this does seem like a pressing issue. Seems like there's just a lot going on.
I understand. The boys had tucked themselves away in a place where they could not be harmed within the crypt, but they are deep within and unable to escape. So for now, they should be safe enough for you to finish your tasks and then potentially help them.
That would be good. Consider that you have my help.
Thank you.
Essentially.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is there anything you happen to know about the black and white serpent?
No, I have not. All I know is that they hired the Red Brand and that they had hired the Cragmaw Goblin tribe, which had attacked the town. And that our local adventuring force, me included, were not able to defeat them.
You said Red Brand, that is the Goliaths and
Yes, the
Giants,
Goliath
perhaps?
herd.
Okay. I thought so.
They only have 2 giants with them, as far as I am understanding. One of them is a hill giant, the other is a stone giant.
Okay. Not too worried.
But there was also a stone giant seen recently rampaging within Ice Spire Peak, so we do not know what's happening with that. It seems to be a separate giant from where the one employed by the Red Brands.
Gotcha. Is there any way I can check her out, see what might be afflicting her beyond the regular? Because she said that she was just drained, but I want to see if I can check on what's going on with her. Did we lose you again?
No, I'm here. I'm responding to a question.
Okay, I wanted to double check.
So, she looks very pale. She looks sickly. You know that shadows can drain strength. They did it to you in the the temple or the tomb of Nesher Elegandar.
Mm. Anything I can do about that?
Not unless you have like lesser restoration or a lesser restoration potion.
No. I just have basic bitch potions that we bought a bajillion of way back when.
Then no, you can do nothing. But you do know that Leo has lesser restoration, and you could ask him for help.
Here's his card. I'll refer you to my doctor.
Refer you to my doctor, this Warforged.
I am also his doctor.
Leo will accompany you one day when you are building the temple, and he's like, now which one do I need healing?
Yeah, she'll point her out. Introduce them.
He'll nod and shake the lady's hand, and as he shakes her hand, he will cast lesser restoration.
Marvelous.
And he just kind of pats her hand and goes, don't go charging into an undead-infested cavern without help again, please. Thanks. And then we'll kind of look at Charybdis and go, I need to go attend to Gale.
Of course. Thank you for coming.
No problem. If you need any more help, let me know. Now I need to go fix that particular spell rot tattoo.
Gale's fine. He doesn't need attending to.
Yeah.
She'll kind of furrow her brow as he leaves, thinking like, spell rod tattoo.
That's what his spells come from. You can actually see them light up on his like carapace. Yeah.
Spell rot.
WRO.
They're just carved into him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was worried. I thought it was a spell called spell rot or something.
Yeah, no.
That would be cool, though.
Hell yeah.
I gotta make a disease spell rot.
It would be pretty rad. Anyway, I think the last thing she'll be doing is like the big action of the smaller properties out here that need repairing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can buy yourself a small property, fix it, and then you have a small homestead here that can house the party if you would wish.
If you would like, you can stay. This is I think she will have it functionally be some sort of like you know how you could have like a not emissary. I don't know if that's the right word.
Embassy?
Embassy, yeah.
You guys are just building strongholds in every city that you go to.
It's not a whole stronghold, it's an embassy.
Yeah, but
It's the wise thing to do.
Yeah, but for like the rules, as far as like the rules go, this is considered a stronghold.
Yeah, we'll say that the one that's by the water is the embassy itself, and the one that's like this little thing right here is like a tower or watch gate or something.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
If that makes any sort of sense.
It absolutely makes sense.
Marvelous.
But yeah, you you are able to build that and give yourself a a stronghold in the city or in the town of Phandalin and a watchtower in case Phandalin is attacked. But yeah, you are able to do that and fix up the town. Up next for in the order of like stuff, Gale, what are you doing?
Cool, yeah. So Gale has been tasked with cleaning the floors of his master's tower for the next week.
Yeah, absolutely, he has.
So that's probably what takes up most of his time.
Yeah, so your big task is cleaning the entirety of Mordenkainen's tower.
Yeah. Do I earn any money from that?
Yeah, Melf will kind of give you like 10 gold and be like, don't worry, kid, I had to clean the tower like so many times.
It's only fair. I did get blood on the floor.
Yeah, you did. And we did have to resurrect a hobgoblin for you.
Yes. An equivalent exchange. All that.
Yes, exactly. I mean, this isn't exactly equivalent. I am also paying you for this. But don't tell Mordenkainen. Don't tell Mordenkainen I paid you. He'll be really
Alright,
angry
that'll be our
with me.
secret.
He'll be really angry with me. And you see, as you're kind of talking, a floating purple hand with a little gnome on it. Oh, we're doing things behind Mordenkainen's back again? What are we doing? What's going on?
Big Beat, nothing's happening at all.
I'm paying the princeling for cleaning the tower. Oh yes. Need to give you gold for that. Here, and he hands you another 10 gold.
All right.
Don't tell Mordenkainen.
I believe that any more, and Mordenkainen will certainly become aware.
Yes, that's true. Now I must plan to put a glitter bomb in his underwear drawer. Away with me! You see the purple hand fly off.
I feel like I'm obligated to say something about that.
Nope. No, it's. Listen, you could say something to Mordenkainen. It's not going to stop it from happening. He's just going to know
but then
it's
at
going
least
to
he'd be
explode.
prepared.
Yes, he's
Yeah.
going to be prepared for his entire room to be filled with large amount of glitter.
Oh, I can only hope to never be on the receiving end of such a fate.
Oh yes, no. Don't make Big B angry then.
Fingers crossed it never comes to that.
Yes, exactly. That's just what happens. But yes, have a wonderful time cleaning, Gale. And then
Of course, thank you.
Melf will leave you in peace.
Yeah, Gail's gonna prestidigitate everything because that's now his job.
Yep. You come home tired from using cantrips all day.
Yeah.
Because it does
Just instant
take
flop into
it
bed.
does take like stuff out of you. Like you as a wizard, it makes you very tired to use so many cantrips in a day.
It's like lifting a very small weight repeatedly.
Yes, exactly. So you are exhausted by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think Gale was probably gonna allot most of his time to that, but he would take one day, just one day off to spend with his partners. He and Leo can do whatever, but I think the most important part here is hanging out with Rika, because I feel like for the most part, Leo's probably going to be spending his time helping Rika put together dragon stuff, because that
Yeah.
seems like a fun project for them.
Yeah, Leo does a couple of things. Leo's gonna
Mhm.
help with the forging of dragon scale armor, because he's real fucking good at forging. And B, he's mostly spending time what seems to be 1 second, let me find the map again. He spends a lot of time in the Phandalin Miners Exchange.
Okay. And what's that? Could Gale like ask someone around town?
Yeah, so it's a place where you can get ore and like ingots and supplies for like forging, for when you can get them from the local miners who work in the mines in Wave Echo Cave. However,
So a direct rate.
Yeah, exactly. However, there is a shortage because there's a monster in Wave Echo Cave.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, Gale's gonna try and make sure, like, hey, you're not gonna go after that monster yourself, are you? But
Leo's-
otherwise, would leave him to it.
Leo will explain to you that he is gathering information for your cause. That is what he will
Cool,
tell
great.
you.
Gale trusts Leo. Yeah, and we'll just take that as fact because it probably is.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not
Yeah.
the whole
So,
truth, but it's most of it.
yeah, if it's important, he'll tell Gale, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just like last
Yeah.
time when he gave Gale that sword.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like last time. Just like last time. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Rika, Gale, what are you guys doing together?
I think Gale would just approach Rika on his self-allotted day off and just kind of
Yeah.
ask her what she wants to do.
I think you catch her in the middle of like stringing the top row of dragon teeth along like a necklace chain.
That looks fetching.
Oh, thank you. I it's traditional to have the top row for yourself. I was thinking of making necklaces with the rest of them for other people, but I don't know if they want that. I've been meaning to ask. But
I
I've been
believe
occupied.
Cryptus would be more than enthused.
Yeah. I just have to take time, probably soonish, and just poke my head in places and hold out a necklace. Do you want this?
I suspect Ashton would also appreciate it. I don't know about Hero or Lorraine. You would have to ask them first.
Yeah, I don't know. Hero seemed pretty beat up that
Yes,
they had to.
it may perhaps be best to abstain. Or you could still ask. You could.
I don't know. I think I am going to probably just avoid asking. I don't know. It just
That
seems
may
like
be wisest.
seems like a weird thing to be like, hey, you know that dragon that you hated killing? Do you want the teeth from the dragon?
Perhaps.
I think she'll set it down like almost finished, but like stretching. Well, I could use a break. We could take a walk around.
Of course, my latter-pennated dove. Where would you like to go?
I think I'm I'm not sure. We could go out for like a nice meal. Cause I know you've also been. She looks at you, not like pointedly negative, but like you've also been generally busy and unavailable.
Yes, I've been occupied with dimensional things. You know.
Wizard things.
Precisely. Mordenkainen mansion, all that.
Yeah.
Guess what, Gale? You just let it slip.
No, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Okay.
To be honest, if I didn't fully catch what that was supposed to be, Rika didn't either.
Okay.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there.
That's the name of the spell.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I think she will like she's unarmored and she's just in like casual clothes. Well, oh my god, I have so much to tell you, I think. And she'll like loop an arm around like yours. And like start walking and talking outside. So my stuff hasn't happened yet, so I'm not entirely sure how the whole Claire thing is gonna go. However,
Would you like to do that and circle back?
No, we're already
We
doing this.
can.
It's okay.
We
You
can.
sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive? Okay.
I don't mind.
Yeah, that would be cool. Knock my thing out, and then just have Rika blab about. By the way, I can cast spells now.
Yeah.
So we pan in kind of earlier in the day or earlier in the week to Rika kind of in her.
Oh, I thought it was
bedroom.
Lorraine next.
Well, no.
Or is you doing me? Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and do you so we can get the whole you and Gale together
Okay.
So we kind of get earlier in the week when with Rika and Avandra. Avandra having been waiting in your room when you got up there with the dragonborns.
Yeah, imagine it's like a big, it's a big mess of things in our arms. Like when you come home from a shopping trip and you just have so much shit.
Yeah. And Avandra will pardon me. Avandra will kind of use a spell to levitate them out of your arms and set them to the side and then cross her arms at you.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey!
So,
What?
Rika, I have a question for you.
Shoot! What's up?
What happened to turning over a new leaf?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You're doing it after slaughtering 2 innocent tied-up goblins? 2 goblins that were unable to defend themselves.
Okay, that was... I shouldn't have done that. But I feel like we're also missing out on the fact that I've been doing better. Like, I do feel... Like, I feel bad. Don't get it twisted. I've been trying, though. I think she's like... and puts her bag down and just, like, runs a hand over her face. I've been trying. I really... Honestly, I have.
I will give you the credit for releasing those 3 goblins. Making sure the one in the cave was not slaughtered by your fiancé.
I guess this doesn't... I don't know, it sounds stupid. It's fine. But I've really been trying. I honestly...
I believe you.
I know. I fucked up. I know I did. Don't, like, I'm not gonna brush it up. I did do a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that shouldn't tarnish the entire thing.
It doesn't. It does not. It doesn't tarnish what you have done in the effort to turn around a new leaf. However, next time you see 2 people that are tied up and helpless, even if you were the ones who tied them up and made them helpless, don't kill them.
I won't. I don't plan on making it a repeat stunt. If that
Wonderful.
makes any sense.
It does. I have also, through divining what I could, realized that your party, your adventuring group, die a lot.
Yeah, I think, still afflicted. Rika's gets kind of like a flashback to like, oh yeah, half your fucking party died like the day before.
Went down the day before.
Yeah, yeah, that happened.
Near-death experiences happen a lot when you adventure, but the Raven Queen has informed me of what happened as you were in her temple. And she did inform me to tell you that she appreciates you scouring her temple of any influence of that creature, Moloch.
Yeah, of course. But it wasn't even a thing. We were already there. We might as well clear it out anyway.
Well, she wanted to extend her thanks to you and yours.
Yeah. I appreciate it, and I can pass that along as a message.
Thank you. Now, is there anything I can do for you, dear child?
This is me just trying to find a good way to make words. I don't know if it's something you can help me with, or if this is just something I'll be thinking about for like a million years. I've been I've been like looking into people who cast and like do magic stuff, and also in combination that my friends keep dying, and I'm not sure if there's any way we could fix 2 problems?
You could
one
become a cleric to me,
Okay.
or any of the other gods, but
I mean, you're like right here. And
I
you're
am,
also,
but I don't want to take away your the idea of you becoming a cleric to a different god, if that is what you should so desire.
I mean, if it's any if it's of any help, I would have chosen you anyway.
It is a good.
Given
The reason I
given
ask
the
is
choice.
because perhaps Bahamut could have been another choice that you would have been, being that he has saved your fiance in the past and your people's inclination. But I would
I
gratefully accept you as my cleric.
I could, but I feel, and not to color myself as ungrateful, which I'm not, but I think I would prefer working for you, which is somebody I already know very closely.
Fantastic. Then we shall work as Ashton is working with his god, and I will work with you for the majority of the week.
This is me just as a person. So I'm not sure if Rika is aware of the shit Ashton's dealing
Yeah,
with.
no, this is Avandra telling you.
Yeah. Well, it's more or less like, Rika doesn't know that Ashton's been getting his ass beat for the past week.
Yeah, this
or-
is Avandra telling you, hey, Ashton is also looking into making sure your party doesn't die.
Well, 2 are better than none.
Yes. 2 is also better than 1.
True. Which
Because
Yeah.
1 is the loneliest number.
no, I'm not doing it. I know what you're setting up, and I'm not doing it.
2 could be just as sad as 1.
It's the saddest number since the number 1.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, she will accept. Ooh. Hey DM.
Yes.
So I know one of my things was challenging fucking 2 people to a fight. However, could I alter that to just working with Avandra
Yes.
and like learning cleric shit?
Yeah, and through that you can also do what Ashton did and get an ASI of 1 point towards your wisdom.
Fuck yeah, dude, let's go.
Yeah.
That's sick as hell. I'll take it.
What's that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah, the primary cleric casting stat.
Oh, you're gonna be so wise.
So look, I'm learning, okay? And today I learned don't kill defenseless creatures that are already tied up. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how
Or-
you lead into the conversation that she's gonna have with Gail?
No, no, that is not how that conversation is starting.
It could.
I hope. No, it is not how I'm starting the conversation. I get it's for funnies, for teehees, but I'm not doing that.
It is funny. To me.
Okay, to you it can be funny, but yeah, I think as per the conversation with Amanda, I think it would be just like her like agreeing to do the thing, and then a cue montage of
Everybody needs a montage.
of like clerical training and like here's the things you don't do, Rika.
Yeah.
Points.
If you do these things, you will lose your clerical powers. Rika. Points.
Rika. We don't hold hostages, Rika. If
Yeah,
they
exactly.
surrender, don't kill. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's you gotta get tenets of your new clerical power and whatnot.
Oh my god.
And
It's
now
like most
we.
people.
Go ahead.
It's like most people getting their tenets. Just someone reading them off and going, "Here's what you should do," and it's after with her gets tenet reading, staring her in the eyes, reading the second one, looking. It's maintaining eye contact the entire time.
Uh
Everyone remember to study your Bibles, Rika.
huh.
If they're surrendering, let them surrender. Rika. Um,
Maybe don't kill people while they're tied up. Rika.
listen, she's doing. Listen, I give her flack. I go hee silly. She is doing better. I just want to
She
put it
is.
out there. She's doing better for someone
She's
who used
not
to just
engaging in wanton slaughter, just premeditated slaughter.
against people individuals.
Yeah. She's a huge step up.
But yeah, shake the sillies out. I think it's like stepping out into like the nice afternoon
Yeah.
air ? Like noonish, give whatever. And I think I think she's very je ne sais quoi animated.
Yeah.
When talking to Gail, like already arm in arm, but I think it's like it stops and like grabs both of his hands. Oh my god. So while you were doing stuff, right? You're like doing important, cool magic shit. I can cast spells.
Lots
now.
of oh,
I can do
spells.
it. Yes, I can do it.
Arcane, divine, or
Divine. I have been training under Evandra after she kind
herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Why do you look so shocked?
it is just not the most common thing to hear that. Although I suppose you are a princess.
And an Asimar.
I think
And an
her like
asthma.
her wings are flapping excitedly, as if somewhere beyond the veil, someone's pointing at Gale and going, "She's an angel, like part angel, you dipshit. I love you."
Yeah, he's thinking of all the reasons. Okay, Asimar's
love
the most
to.
obvious one, so it comes last.
So, Gail, roll
Mhm.
history. At advantage
Cool,
because
yeah.
you're recalling events from your own past.
History 22.
So you would know a lot of Rika's life. When you kind of go to Zenthal Keep to like visit Rika. While Rika's mother was distant, there was always they called her the nanny. But it was this halfling woman. Brown skin, long black hair, always had flowers in her hair. You met her at your keep. She somehow was at your keep a while back.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. Weird. If you'd like, you can roll religion.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do that. It's not my
You can roll religion
dominant
or
skill.
insight.
Oh, religion is an intelligence-based roll. Didn't know that.
So you'd
It's a knowledge
probably
roll.
know that this is Evandra. That this woman was Evandra.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Gail gets a face like, oh, that suddenly makes so much sense.
If you would like, you may also roll insight from your recollections as to why this person may be.
Sure. That's a 7.
So, Gail, it's not hard. This was a very low DC check.
Okay.
You didn't have much of a motherly influence growing up. But you can tell what it looks like. And kind of Rika's mother, or the wife of Rika's father, being incredibly distant, and Evandra being incredibly close with Rika and kind of not close with the other siblings. And the fact that she's the only Asimar of the bunch.
Yeah.
Rika may or may not be illegitimate. And may or may not be a demigod.
Cool.
I love the like may or may not be illegitimate, but also
Gail has certainly speculated about this before. But having this essentially confirmation, he tries to take it in stride, but there's a brief moment where like 10 different expressions flicker across his face. But in the end,
Can I insight? Can I insight anything about how he's feeling right
Yeah,
now?
absolutely.
Sure.
Roll insight.
Yeah. Where is it? Where is she? Advantage or normal?
Advantage because it's Gale.
Yeah. Fuck you, not 20.
You get this feeling that Gale is having this like deep revelation of, oh shit.
I think
what
he
the
is.
fuck?
I think she's going to like gently pull him off to the side so like a stray cart doesn't like fucking run him over.
yeah.
Gale, what from your perspective do you think Rika gets?
So like, geez, okay. Definitely like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh gods. Okay, cool. That's a thing that has occurred.
For a second time
very-
for you.
For a second time. So first off, there's like this baffled expression that's like, what a weird coincidence, huh? That's weird that it happened twice.
If I had two copper pieces for every time that I was dating a demigod,
I would
only
have 2 copper pieces, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. So yeah, he's confused and entertained by it, certainly, at least a little bit, because like, that is a weird coincidence. Is it a coincidence? Instantly a suspicion, thinking, well, have I done anything to deserve this? Or has someone else in my lineage done something to deserve this? Is there going to be consequences for this? He's thinking so many things so fast.
So I will say that last part, did someone in my lineage do something to deserve this?
Uh-huh.
Your mothers sacrificed their life to save the world.
Yeah. Okay, I'm writing that down. Hold on.
Hold on, pause state. Gale's gotta have a revelation. Give me a
Yeah,
sec.
no, literally. Like, you probably have to physically pick Gale up and just scooch him 3 feet over so he doesn't get run over by a cart, because he's just there with like his hand on his chin, head cocked to the side with all those expressions, thinking so many thoughts in a row.
Yeah, that's why Rika did it initially.
Mhm.
She's like, oh, he's gonna be like this for a minute.
Yeah. And then at the end of it all, he just kind of slowly says,
Everything suddenly makes so much sense.
Are you okay?
Yes, just had a life-altering realization. Don't worry about it.
Epiphany.
She just tilts her head at you. Curious.
Shall we continue? You were enthusing about your new magical prowess.
Yeah, and then you just went catatonic for like 5 minutes.
Apologies for that lapse in decorum.
Oh my, you're fine. You don't listen. I don't care about decorum when it's like not in front of like important people.
Dignitaries and
Oh,
things.
yes. I know, but it was still impolite on your time to waste some of it thusly. I could have postponed, categorized later.
It's 5 minutes. It's not that much time. You're fine.
Well, judging by the angle of the sun, more like 3.5, but I digress.
I think she just like ruffles your hair. You were a dork. Points. You're a dork. Oh, how's the thing you're working on? The big
the mansion.
Yeah, how's the mansion?
The key
going?
that Mordenkainen gave me before we left Neverwinter, which is, again, I'm still reeling from that incredible opportunity.
How's that going? I haven't been there since it was still underway of like work.
Yeah, it's still not done yet.
Since it was
it nearly is.
Blank white void.
But it's come a lot further than since you've been there. There's at least a floor now, and there's less detritus littering the ground.
Is there anything that I can do to help with that? Or is it all just like other stuff you have to do?
It is primarily stuff that I have to do, but if eventually I may ask for your help lighting the place, since you now have magical prowess.
I have spell. It's so weird. I didn't know it was possible for me to have spells. Honestly, I just thought
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was just talking with Avandra about it, and we were just like, yeah, no, we could do it. I'm like, it's really weird. It's like, it's a weird tingly feeling. Casting actual magic instead of just doing melee stuff.
And what spells have you cast so far?
Not a lot of them. It's mainly just been learning.
Traditionally, you start with cantrips, yes.
Like, brain fart. She stops talking. Recalibrate.
I mean, I assume you've always had the light cantrip. That's
Yeah.
innate. That comes naturally to you.
Yeah, I've always had that one. And she pulls out
So
like
you've
a
always
list.
had the capacity.
Yeah, but like it's been like one cantrip, and I didn't think I'd have like the capacity to actually use regular spells. It's and she'll like pull out this new book, like journal, what have you.
Instantly big eyes looking.
On
Like
the first,
would be grabby hands, but he's too polite for that.
yeah, it's on the first page of it is like Avandra's tenets. You can see like on the yeah, there's like a list of like tenets written down on the first page, and then on the next one there's like what: spare the dying, toll the dead, heroism, sanctuary, command, healing word, cure wounds. I've only cast like one of these. I don't think I've ever actually used light. I think I've like had it. Visual point at cure wounds. I cast this one, I think, on you the other day when I was panicking.
I believe you did, actually.
I think
you
so.
know- Leo knows all of these spells too. You could always ask him for guidance or recommendations.
I think she sits there for a second, like thinking, number one, learning combat stuff from Leo. Now I have to walk up to him again and go, hey buddy, hey, what do you know about spells?
Yeah, because he was the one that trained you how to fight. That's right. It was like, him and Garcon and fucking Audette and Emery.
Yeah. You just watch like a look of not quite horror, but like
surely it's not that bad.
No, it's not. It's just I already have failed to beat him in hand-to-hand combat. How much is beating somebody in spellcasting a thing you can do?
Wizard duels exist.
There are metrics you can use, and you can always use magic in combat as well, but he gets very excited about magic, not nearly to the same extent as I, but he's read my spell book, so he has an interest, and I believe he would be interested in teaching you more.
He has read and copied your spell book.
I think.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm sure I have a few different people I could ask.
Of course.
But I'm sure asking him wouldn't hurt, even though I would have to accept I don't know, this feels kind of silly. It feels kind of stupid of me to look at it and be like, he's better at something else than I am. But also, that's just who he is. And I've come to accept that.
If you would like me to ask him for you, I can.
No, I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. I can ask my own questions, which includes walking up to him, pointing at his dumb big chest, and saying, "Magic? How does it work?"
Vociferous as always.
Magnets. How do they work?
I believe a straightforward approach may be best, yes.
I just imagine in my head the world's the world's best worst time for Leo to pop up is like walk up to him, her in the middle of like walk up to him, poke his big thumb chest.
No. He's spoken into being.
Or did I?
He
The
just
DM
he,
could
he
choose to
walks
just
out
do
of
it.
the because you guys are standing like on the map, standing next to the general store.
Yeah.
So he just kind of walks out of the general store like, all right, I need this. I need to get this hammer. I need to go help Rika forge that dragon scale breastplate. Or did she want plate armor? Like he's distracted.
I think
But
she
he
just
is
like
there now.
stopped. I think she stops mid-sentence, looks up at him, looks at Gale.
Gale
looks up
whispers
at
to
him.
Rika. Gale whispers to Rika real quick.
Now would be an excellent time to get the drop on him.
Oh, okay, is this the contest now? Oh, you know what, Rika earlier he was like, "Is the contest?" I think she just wanted to like, you know what, you're right. And I think as like he's like walking, as he reaches like the bottom step and the steps on the ground, it depends. I don't know if he's focused or not.
Yeah,
so
he's
she's right in
focused.
front of him.
He's focused on this book in his hand that seems to be it's like advanced forging for plate mail. Like he's gonna make you a suit of plate mail armor. He's like, I don't know if Rika would wear plate mail. Like
Yeah, and it's just him bumping into Rika, who's staring up at him.
yeah, it's him going, ah, shit. Oh, hello there. How can I help you?
Hi. Hi.
I thought we were meeting later to help forge the armor. What's up?
She'll point at Gil. I was out here with him.
Oh, okay. I can leave you to be.
You.
A fortuitous coincidence.
You. Me? She'll hold out her spell book to the spells, like, open. Spells.
Okay.
I have them.
So you want me to teach you how to do divine magic? Is that what you're asking me?
So I sort of know how it works.
So
But I also don't.
help you train with it.
Yes.
Okay, come with me. Follow me.
Right. You're busy. No, we can do it later. It's
Okay.
fine.
I can take your things and put them in my bag of holding, and you can go off and do whatever you like.
Just don't put them in the pouch this time.
Of course not. No, I've learned my lesson.
No. Listen, we're gonna go have lunch so we can do it after. It's fine.
Yeah, and this is where we will pan away from those two. So I'm gonna ask Hero a question. Feel free to answer in text. Hero, you had told me that you wanted, that you had wanted to investigate the orchard where the old man was that had been to Icespire Peak, the former adventurer. And I will give you kind of the information he would give you. The reason he stopped adventuring is because his leg got hurt when he was on the mountain. He was running from goblins who were, in fact, working for a massive white dragon, and the white dragon was what hurt his leg. He got swiped by the white dragon's claws, and hasn't really adventured since. He defended the town, but he's kind of like, his leg's healed. He probably could adventure. He looks to be rather well equipped for out of character. This guy's like a 5th level fighter. But he is kind of scared to go back onto the mountain because he went up there alone to do recon. By the way, his party is part of this town. They're all townsfolk. There's a party of 5th level adventurers in this town. And he would explain to you that, like, yeah, no, my party settled here in Phandalin to kind of protect it when they were initially attacked by goblins, and I kind of went up to the mountain alone. Sister Michelle had gone and investigated the graveyard, and we had kind of split up from the rest of our party, who kind of got odd jobs here and there. The bartender is one of ours. She's our bard. And he kind of just gives you the rundown of, like, if y'all needed help, we can come and help you. All you gotta do is, call on us. And then he gives Hero a sending stone.
I have taken a note of basically all of that.
But yeah, that's kind of what you get from the old man at the apple orchard.
Does he have a name?
Yes. Give me 1 second, and I will tell you what his name is.
I know what I called him when I ran
And what did you call him?
family. Scruff.
Scruff. No, I'm gonna
Unless
use
it's Duty McRudy.
No, I'm going to use an old favorite of mine, stealing from the village of Hamlet. This man's name is Elmo.
Incredible.
Elmo.
Okay.
Hold on,
Alright,
the village of Omelet?
Hamlet.
Like Hamlet, Bodo, no.
Yeah. So the village of Hamlet was a starter village, in that had a very very famous module that went with it. It was the village of Hamlet and then the Temple of Elemental Evil. This is what Elmo looks like. He's not a very attractive man, but he is ready to fight at a moment's notice if you ever need him. He is an older human gentleman who is a 5th level fighter.
Interesting. And how many are in the party?
For him, there are 5 members of his party. It's the bartender, Sister Michelle, himself, one of the dwarves in the miners' exchange. He didn't give you names. He just kind of gave you directions. And then they have a paladin that operates out of the Lion's Coaster.
Okay. I spelled all those words wrong, but that's okay. Would you like me to read that?
Yeah, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Yeah. For Abby, Hero would mostly help around and just get deets on what is the best way up the mountain undetected and what's the best way into the temple if he has infiltrated or been there before. Hero would explain their vision and what they saw to help narrow things down. And then when that ain't doing that, learning goblin. Oh, okay. And then after talking with the Elmo here, would be learning goblin.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. The goblins can absolutely teach you goblin. And Elmo would kind of explain to you there is a side entrance. There's a lot of undead through that side entrance, but there is a side entrance that'll lead you right to the dragon's chamber, where you don't have to really fight the goblins. You would have to deal with the undead, but you don't have to fight the goblins. And then he would give you a small trinket that is in the shape of a dragon's claw, and he says, this is the key to the dragon's chamber. There are 3 symbols on the palm of this key. One of them is a bear, one of them is a moth, and the other, I believe, is a...
Serpent.
Yeah, serpent. Yep. Yes, I'm stealing this. Yes, I am stealing Bleak Falls Barrow.
Excellent. Okay, I have written all of that down. Someone's going to learn a shout at the end of this. You might be right. You might be right.
But yeah, and it's probably going to be Hero. If I...
That's
Or
so
Rita of a
valid.
dragon hunter.
Well, I mean, we got a dragon born in the party already.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, absolutely. That is kind of the details you would get for the to get into the dragon's lair and fight the dragon without having to fight the goblins. So you don't have to use too many of your resources, because the undead are zombies, and we've seen how well your party just carves through zombies. So
We can obliterate those undead.
yeah, exactly. So that is what you're kind of doing during yours, and then learning Goblin, which turns out Elmo also speaks. But yeah, I will get Elmo and his party's character sheets made up for you guys to call in for help at any point.
Cool.
For you guys. And
Got a
then
whole bunch of people who have offered help. That's so nice.
yeah. But yeah, so we pan away from Hero and into Lorraine. What is Lorraine doing for her long rest?
I had a couple things I needed to do.
Okay.
So, first and foremost, I wanted to. This is the most minor thing in this. I wanted to buy a Tinker Tools.
Yeah.
Tinker Tools.
Yep.
Mainly because I can create them just magically, but I do want to have just a physical set that I
Okay.
can
Yeah.
have at all times.
Yeah, absolutely. So you want to go shopping as part of as one of your two minor actions. You can buy, anything you really need as long as you deduct the gold total and send me a list of what you're buying.
Also, if you asked, Gail would get you into Trog's shop again.
Yeah, that's the other option. But Trog
don't
will
need that right now.
Yeah, Trog
but
is
I
a-
will
is
keep
a-
that in mind.
Yeah, Trog's a big, opening Trog's door is a big action. So
Yeah.
Gail currently does not have the time.
Yeah. And second of all, I was hoping to, especially now that she's pissed off,
Why is she pissed
Have-
off?
because there's children being killed and she was a mother.
Well, yeah, there are children being kidnapped. Nothing's been killed yet.
Yet.
There are
But
children
yeah,
being incredibly irresponsible and running off on their own.
What I was hoping to do is have her essentially gain proficiency in athletics.
That could be you can absolutely do that. You can spend your large action to do that, I believe, is learning
Yeah.
proficiency.
Right.
You have one other small action if you would like to do anything else.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of action this would be because I mean, like technically this would also be able to be done on any long rest, I think,
Uh-huh.
because
This is a full rest,
Asmodeus.
but yeah.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean. This could have been done on a long rest as well. That's why I'm asking. Because Asmodeus wanted to connect to the other armor.
Yeah, so Asmodeus, one night when you're sleeping, you can kind of feel her presence within your room, and she is able to connect to your armor and give you kind of her, like, for the next day, you have this infernal blessing from your patron. She does care for you. She does provide a lot for you. She's not this uncaring bitch, but she is rather evil at times when it comes to others and people who are trying to harm you. Because to her, you're hers. People don't touch her property. She just destroys things that do that. And that's part of her giving you your power. Like, if you were ever to go down in combat, much like last time, if you didn't want your character to die, she'd just reincarnate you again. That's her deal. Is like, you're mine, your purpose is not fulfilled, you're not allowed to die.
Makes sense.
But yeah, so that is kind of what you're doing on your full rest. So, before we wrap up, because it is getting kind of late, before we wrap up, you guys all kind of gather in. You can either gather in Charybdis' new embassy, or you gather in the Stonehill Inn, to kind of discuss what the first priority is. So what do you
I
guys
believe
think?
the Stonehill Inn was established as evening meeting time.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? So you guys all gather. What do you think you're doing during this time?
I
I
feel
mean, it's
like
dinner time.
Well, definitely eating.
I feel like setting out like a list of here's everything that we've kind of got going on. And kind of it's making a game plan of I guess where we're going first.
Well, I believe the first priority would be following up on the information that Charybdis was able to obtain from Sister Michelle, was it?
Yeah. Rescuing children does seem like a pretty tall priority.
Especially if they've been waiting for long.
Indeed. Surrounded by undead, no less.
Of course, yes.
DM?
Yes.
For my second small action, I was gonna try and integrate. I forgot to mention this. Sorry. I was gonna try and integrate like spending time with Rika and getting information that's plot relevant.
Yeah.
So Gail was gonna try and follow up with the Lion Shield Coster about things, and then it kind of turned into let's spar.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you absolutely can enter the Lion Shield Coster, and the first person you see is this very tall, very like gleaming silver dragonborn in plate armor with the sigil of Bahamut on his chest, and he kind of smiles and comes up to you and goes, "Hello, welcome to the Lion Shield Coster. How can we help you?"
I feel bad interrupting the group chat. Let me find the information. My mind is blanking. Who said something about the Lion Shield Coster? Cynthia?
Yeah, Cynthia had told you, go to the Lion Shield Coster and seek out information on the dragons.
Cynthia Hallwinter pointed me in your direction.
All right.
To try and seek information on events occurring within the town and such.
I see. You must be one of the party that Elmo spoke to me about. You're looking for information on the dragons, yes?
Yes, and the roaming brigands known as the Red Brand, I suppose, too.
The Red Brand have a hideout, just south of here. We've kind of scoped out, and he'll kind of open up a small map and point to a pair of places. The Red Brand take up their own hideout here, and he'll kind of gesture to on the map. And also, they are helping with the Cragmaw Goblin tribe at Cragmaw Castle. And that is here, and he'll point that out on the map as well. And it's kind of on the overworld map.
Oh, of course, yes. We were told the location of that specific structure before, but I did not know that the Radbrands were working with the goblins. That is new information.
They apparently all work for the Black Serpent. And apparently the Black Serpent works for the White Serpent. The White Dragon seems to be in charge of everything from what I saw. Bahamut, bless me, I was able to get out of there with less injury than Elmo was. But it doesn't look great.
Of course.
My party and I were going to attempt it, but we don't believe we are quite strong enough to face the dragon alone. There are 5 of us.
Yes, that would not quite be sufficient unless you were extraordinarily powerful.
Yes, and we're not. We're strong enough to keep the Goliaths out of our town for the most part. Once we chased them out of town after they kidnapped those folks. There's another thing we were going to try and take care of, but then Elmo got hurt, and Lysandra at the bar was not in great shape after that because she was hit with ice breath from the dragon, but we got her healed up. And I think Elmo's just scared to go back up. He's in fighting shape again, but dragons are a little scarier than your average brigand.
No, naturally, yes. Oh, well, is there anything else that seems pertinent that you think that myself and my group should know?
Well, the dragon comes out of her lair every so often.
The white dragon?
Yeah, the white dragon. The black dragon's her mate. It's a male. The white dragon comes out of her lair every so often. She'll fly, do a couple of laps, and the frost giants in the mountains seem to not particularly like her. There's a frost giant named Skane. He lives on the east side of the mountain. If you can talk to him without him, sicking his polar bears on you, he's damn strong and can help you fight the dragon. He was going to help us fight it, but then Elmo got hurt.
That is very good to know, thank you. It would be best to have as many allies on our side as possible when facing such overwhelming odds, one might say.
Yeah. My party and I are willing to help as well, if you would have us.
Of course, it would be good to have more hands.
My name, I have not given it, and that is my apologies. My manners
Of course,
are...
apologies, we have entirely skipped introductions.
Yes, exactly. My name is, fuck, I blanked on his name. I had it written down. I gotta find it.
What an interesting name. I've never heard it before.
No, hold on. I had it. My name is Tarnas. I am from Neverwinter.
Neverwinter. My company and I just came from there. I am Mithringale Harian Michaelis of Melvaunt.
The Prince of the Gales, yes?
Yes, the
I
very
was
same.
I was a knight, so we are briefed.
Excellent. That makes things very simple for me and my crew then.
Yes, I would know of you, but my others would not. Elmo, my friend, is not as well versed. He just is. He's good with a battle axe, and but he's a little short on brain power. If that makes sense. I don't mean to. I don't mean that as an insult. He's just a little slow on the uptake.
Everyone has their specialties.
Yes.
But at the very least, it seems you are familiar with me and my reputation, and my company works with me, and I trust them, and I suppose having additional hands and others that we can count on would be most beneficial to all parties involved.
Yes, absolutely. I regret that our sixth is not with us, but she perished at a dragon attack on Neverwinter. Halfling lass.
Oh, that is tragic.
Yes. But all is, all things considered, we got out of that as best we could. And now we play Spot the Bell. That's the dead halfling. But yeah,
well, I'm very glad to have you on board.
I'm glad to.
I can let you know
let us
what
know
our plans are, and
let us know when you are going. And I believe one of our party, Sister Leslie, was asking for help from folks to save 2 children. She would probably be more than gracious to help if you take her with you.
Of course, yes. I shall convey that and keep that in mind. Thank you.
Thank you. And he'll kind of bow to you and hand you his map, and he goes, "This would probably be a good idea to have when trying to find the red brands."
Yes, I suppose. Yes, thank you.
Gail's not going to tell this guy he already memorized it.
Yeah.
He's just going to accept it with the spirit in which it was given.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I will make these party's character sheets for you guys. But you don't have to use their help. It's just they are an optional if you want help fighting the dragon.
Okay. All right. So, circling back to the tavern table where everyone assembled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes, first priority the children, and then I've also received information that the red brands, the ones who have been kidnapping other people, have a sort of hideout, a base nearby within the town itself, which may be worth investigating and also clearing out.
For sure. Whereabouts?
To the south.
To the southeast is the
I-
red brand hideout, and Cragmaw Castle is northeast of the town.
Yes, I can point to it on a map.
Excellent.
And then the other, Leo goes, and then there's the saving of our dear dragon friend's egg.
Yes, with the Goliaths.
I did some digging while I was away. The Goliaths that stole her egg were likely Red Brand.
Of course they were.
They employ a hill giant, which matches up with Solana's description. So, more than likely, that's who it was. Likely
Well,
to try and use her egg for some nefarious purpose to bring more of the white dragon's brood to life.
well, I suppose we can clear out, or save 3 hostages with 1 siege, as it were.
Supposedly, yeah.
Well, children, red brands, and then all of the other things. It seems the entire system here, all of the problems are connected. The goblins and the red brands work together underneath the black serpent, and then the serpent and all of those underlings work for the white dragon. It's very hierarchical from what it seems. So perhaps we should start from the bottom and work our way up.
Yes. I also, in my digging in the mine, from what the miners told me, I know where the black serpent is.
Oh, you do?
Really?
He is hiding out in Cragmaw, in the Cragmaw cavern, or not Cragmaw, in Wave Echo Cave. He's made himself a nice little swamp inside the cave, after fighting off a purple worm.
Is that the beast that was mentioned?
The dragon is the beast that was mentioned, yes.
Okay, that is much more accomplishable
Then a
than
purple worm,
purple
yes.
worm.
But the purple worm apparently left a hole the size large enough that goes down into the Underdark, according to some of the miners.
Of course it does. Okay, so we avoid the hole whenever we eventually get down there.
Yes.
That seems like an entirely different adventure.
Yes. But I did find the black dragon for us, if since we needed the information onto where it is.
That is extraordinarily helpful, thank you.
No problem.
And you know where this Wave Echo Cave is?
Yes, it's to the north. On the way, it's past Cragmaw Castle, going up toward Icespire Peak.
Excellent, alright. So we deal with local problems and then work our way north.
Yes.
Is that agreeable to everyone?
Yeah, sounds good for me.
Ashton. Leo will address.
Ashton looks over and he's a little out of it, but that's mostly just because today's probably the first day this week he hasn't gotten his ass kicked to him by his god.
I got a little bit more information on the red brands too. Information you might want to know.
Then please, my
Apparently.
friend, do share.
The leader of the Red Brands is a man named Krieg. Ashton, that name would ring a bell as one of the two hands of Cord. This is the guy you're here to kill. This is your trial. The trial of the hand.
You watch as Ashton takes a deep breath. He locks eyes with Leo. I do not care what it will cost me. I am going to kill Krieg.
Hopefully it won't cost you anything, and because we'll have your back, right, folks?
Of course.
Certainly.
Ashton smiles at his friends. Thank you for being willing to help me. I will make sure that I repay in kind.
All right, so we
No
have a
need
game
for
plan then.
Accounting of favors between friends. But yes, local problems work our way north and eventually face off with the White Dragon.
Yes. I have a cart ready for us. Should we wish to leave now for the I believe we were going to the crypt first.
Yes, the crypt first. Save the children. All
Yes. Should we inform Sister Leslie?
Yes, I believe she was interested to come along, and she's been on the mend, so she should be okay.
All right.
Should we be off in the morning, or are we all right taking this on in the evening?
I
Also,
think
is
it would
Leslie the person I was thinking about?
Yes,
Or is-
I believe her name was Michelle.
Oh yeah,
I thought
Unless
her
there's
name was
two
Michelle as well.
sisters.
That's-
Leslie's a different one. Leslie is the dwarven miner. My bad.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Sister Michelle. Sister Leslie is the dwarven miner that works with their party. That's their cleric, like their other cleric. Because one of them is trickery domain, one of them is fucking light domain. But yeah, I meant Sister Michelle, and I will get her character sheet on
Okay.
here later. But you are now in the crypt for next session.
Awesome.
But yeah, you guys can, because it will take a day to get there. So you guys will have a long rest, or because you just finished your full rest. And Rika,
Yes.
your Avendra fixture affliction.
Yay! Oh, what armor do I get? By the way?
That's up to you. What kind of armor did you want to make out of this?
Because I remember you came into my messages and asked me about a specific armor thing.
So there's breastplate, there's dragon scale mail, which would have a higher AC than what you have now.
I'll take. I'll take dragon scale mail because right now I'm wearing prize breastplate +1.
Yeah, the dragon scale would be +2. And it would be equal to standard breastplate AC because it's made of fucking dragon scales, and it would be +2 on top of that.
So +2 breastplate basically.
Yeah, +2 breastplate essentially.
That's fine. I'm not sneaking around anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is where we will leave off. This is where we will end session. I'm sorry there was so much scuff this session. For those of you over on in YouTube land, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and fuck you, Dave.
Fuck
Bye.
you, Dave.
Bye, Dave.